windows at 12 midnight. So in the morning you wake up and they say, Father Christmas brought something for you, and then you go and get.
I think that tradition is even more common right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really? So it's interesting. Well, you are women now. Let's look at briefly. Definitely, Gloria, you're celebrating your Christmas with your family, right? Okay. What's Christmas like, or what is it going to be like?
Christmas for this year. Well, one is going to be a Christmas of Thanksgiving because it's somebody that is alive that will be thankful to God. So it's going to be a Christmas of Thanksgiving for all of us, for my children, because it's not easy to be alive, especially due to the economy.
Especially this 2024.
This 2024. So I'm going to thank God for keeping us through the year, for his provisions and for everything. And I'm going to share the love of Christ to everybody around me.
Okay.
So,
and what's it going to be like?
Okay.
At least I know your first daughter writes stories. Has she started writing about Christmas?
Yes, she has. In fact, before I left home, that's what she was actually writing.
As if I was there.
Okay, for me, like she said, it's actually more of Thanksgiving because right now, if anybody has survived 2024, you just have to give yourself the pat at the back and tell yourself, well done. So it's just Thanksgiving and then share the love around. Yeah.
Well, the bottom line is Thanksgiving and then, of course, sharing love around. No matter how hard things are, what's important is the love that you share and God's blessings upon the family, upon our communities, and upon our country.
Spending wisely. That's what our next
you don't have a choice. You know what you have that you spend.
Yes.
Anyway, the 90th anniversary of the Nigerian Institute of Surveyors and their community social responsibility event took place recently, and then we happened at Alausa, and then let's find out what happened at the 90th anniversary of Nigerian Institute of Surveyors. All right. Okay, then when we come back, we keep talking. All right.
It is marking the 90th anniversary of Nigerian Institution of Surveyors. The institution held its 39th annual general meeting with luncheon. The program kick-started with business session where members were intimated on activities of the outgoing year. After recognition of guest and fellow of the institution comes the opening speech by the chairman, Lagos State Branch, Surveyor Olukolade Kazeem FNIS.
We will keep telling government and we will keep contributing in any little way we can. If Nigeria is properly mapped, the issue of insecurity will go to a minimum. My president, our members are saying it in different fora. And I think when the government actually partners with us in that task, I think insecurity will be reduced to a minimum.
Surveyor General and Permanent Secretary, Lagos State, and the President of Nigerian Institution of Surveyors, Dr. Matthew Olomoton Ibitoye FNI, spoke extensively on the way forward of the institution, adding that surveyors play a pivotal role in the development and growth of the Nigerian structure.
It is my hope that our discussions on the theme of today will lead us into some suggestions to government on this unfortunate couch, because any brain drain here is brain drain somewhere else.
When you are patronizing a surveyor, look for a registered surveyor. Registered surveyor that registered by SOCO, Surveyors Council of Nigeria.
The profession has improved quite a lot. There is, steady improvement in technology and methodology.
Special guest of honor, Engineer Femi Daramola, Special Advisor to the Governor on Infrastructure, Lagos State, and the guest speaker, Professor Alabi Shone, delved into the theme, Brain Drain and Development Growth, Impacts of Surveying Profession in Nigeria. They also gave practical solution to the brain drain menace as experienced even in other professions.
The importance of this profession can't be overemphasized. And even now, my friend and colleague, the permanent secretaries of your general in the Lagos state government, will attest to a lot of collaboration that we do in doing infrastructure development in the state.
Japa is modern colonization and slavery. It is very, very inimical, very negative for development. And therefore, tackling it or brain drain or whatever we want to call it will require joint efforts of all stakeholders, using both regulatory, economic, investments, even force to discourage people, and not only for surveying but even for other professions too.
Present had the 90th anniversary and 39th meeting of the Nigerian Institute of Surveyors and members, past executives, related stakeholders, and monarch Oba Egbeyemi Oladimejide Ologba of Ogba Kingdom, who is also a member of the institution. Earlier, as a social corporate responsibility, the Nigerian Institution of Surveyors gave out medical outreach to members of the community in the area of counseling, health talk, checking of blood pressures, diabetes, eye tests, breast and prostate cancer, among other screening. These were done as a form of social corporate responsibility, as well as giving out of prescribed medicine by in-house doctor to the beneficiaries. The chairman, Nigerian Institute of Surveyors, Lagos State Branch Surveyor Olukolade Kasim, stated reasons behind the gesture towards the beneficiaries. On reason why individuals must go for medical checkup regularly, the doctors on ground says. Some of the beneficiaries express themselves. Indeed, it was a great day for those who benefited from the outreach. According to them, this will go a long way and also called on other reputable organizations to emulate such CSR.
Yeah, this is the studios of Nigerian Television Authority, Channel 10, Lagos, and you are watching the Sunday show, whereas we'd rather be actually on a Sunday afternoon. Of course, the weather has changed a little bit, so you call it Hamilton, so you protect yourselves, okay, that's very important. Please don't leave the fan on stationary place. So that please allow the fan to rotate, and then don't stand in front of the air conditioner because you feel you're hot. Okay, because you see the body has its own temperature. Okay, so now let's move straight to our guest today. I talked with her 2 weeks ago, and then we discussed about women and their participation in politics. And today we're going to look at how women are coping with the present wonderful economic condition.
Wonderful.
Economic condition. How they're doing the mathematics and then what we should all learn from them. I have Barrister Elizabeth Ayodele here in the studio, and she's going to talk with Anna and myself, and then give us a certain idea as to how we can navigate through these troubled waters. So, Barrister Ayodele, welcome to the program.
It's a pleasure having you.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you all so much for having me. I'm delighted.
Let me ask something about your voice. Where did you get your voice from, your mom or your dad?
I don't know, both of them.
Most of them really. Yes, it's quite deep, it's quite rich.
Okay, like unique kind of.
Yes.
She's also a musician. So.
Yes, I know.
Ah, that's true. That probably all that exercise, vocal exercises, probably plays into what my voice sounds like.
That explains.
All that vocal.
Okay, let's quickly look at women. We do know that both culture, social stratification, and then the activities of men affect the place of the woman in the society, the home, the communities, of course, the country at large. And then this particular period where you don't even have enough to begin to think about having enough, how do you think women should assert themselves and make their homes fairly comfortable?
It's not easy these days. I mean, the economy in Nigeria is no joke. There's so much wailing and complaining about inflation and prices. And it's just, I don't know how people should do it. And especially around the holidays. I mean, now we're coming to a time when you want to make everybody in your family happy. You want to make everybody feel comfortable. And you want to be able to afford doing all those things. And how should women navigate this? Explain to people that you can't do everything. You can't give them everything they expect. You can't, and they live in the same society. They live in the same communities as you. So they should be understanding. And of course, nobody wants excuses. Everybody wants somebody else to compensate for their whatever they're not having. So for example, if someone may raise prices at you, they say, oh, it's so difficult for me. Why would you raise prices on me? And then they will say, how can I not raise prices on you? Because it's so difficult for them too, right? So it sort of becomes just a difficult phenomenon to know how to navigate. I think it's just also plan ahead. Although in Nigeria it may be a little difficult to plan ahead because the prices can suddenly change. But when you find the time that the prices are a little bit favorable, try to make some of your big purchases. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing Christmas shopping in October. There's nothing wrong with Christmas shopping. Bulk buying, yeah. Whenever the prices are a little bit favorable and you have that feeling, you have that instinct that prices are gonna go up, bulk buy everything that you know that is important, is helpful to you, because you know those prices are volatile. You know in a month, the only thing you can't store is petrol because you don't want to light your house on fire, right? But so many other things you can store in your house and just have extra, and just be that family member that gives away at a time everybody else is crying for more. You can say, oh, of course you don't want to tell everybody that you have some big storage, because now then they will all come sit on your neck. But
so like as Chris said, this period is actually a very wonderful period.
Yeah.
So what are some common pitfalls to avoid this period?
During Christmas, one of the overspending, I would say, because you don't want to wake up on January 4th or 5th and just realize that the next few months you won't be able to handle it because you let people pressure you to spend too much in the month of December, and thinking that the fun will last forever. All the family reunions and everything that pours in, they will all leave. They will all go to the villages.
It's just one
go
day
back
event.
Or just a couple of weeks, Christmas and New Year's. You could say that, say from the 23rd to the January 2nd, that all those are pretty festive time periods that you can spend a lot. But the thing, like I said, they will celebrate with you. They will go to their respective, wherever, homes, village, whatever, they'll leave. And then you will have to deal with being in the situation you're in and having to handle everything else for the next. So don't lose yourself in the fun. Don't lose yourself in the fun.
Very important. I like that. Don't lose yourself in the fun. A lot of people don't think about this. And a lot of women give in to pressures from partners. So I don't want to just use husbands, but from partners. And then children, extended family system. Because this is a period where you get requests. Everybody is requesting at the same time.
In fact, right now, if you hear, Sir Chris, compliments of the season.
Yes, you run.
Just
because they're about to ask for something.
Yes, exactly.
So let's ask Elizabeth how to cope with that kind of pressure and you're a lady, you're a woman.
Use your charisma. Be like, I beg you want to understand. Look what you know how it is. Use your persuasive skills to not be forced to do things you cannot do. And sometimes family members can be really demanding. They can be family members can be very entitled.
Yes,
they
can be very entitled.
Yeah, they can be very entitled.
It's our brother's house.
Easy. It's not easy. So they beg you beg them back sometimes. You beg them back, please have a little mercy and don't just think that, and just let them know that you have, what's gonna happen next month in January, I'm supposed to pay for this, and you know what, my child's school fees, I'm supposed to do that in February, and you know what, I'm supposed to do this. If you let them know,
some even book ahead. I'm coming to your house. This Christmas is me and you. We are coming to eat that turkey. So how can you turn them down?
All right.
Maybe Anna can tell us how to do it. I can tell she has
we'll take a break.
So,
It's some people are paying for this program. So we take a break and then get to know the messages, commercial messages. We'll be right back. Don't go away. This is interesting, and take part in it in your homes. All right. We'll be right back now.
So these guys still call you Mama Dugu now because they know I always express love to them.
Mama Dugu, Mama way good to us. We express love with flavor.
Keep expressing love with Indomie flavors.
At Sona Plastics, customers' needs are our priority. We give you all the attention you need. With us, our customers are king. Located at Kilometer 40, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Ijoko, Ogun State. Sona Plastics Limited. We're just a phone call away. Contact us through 080-2783-5332. You can reach us through any of our lines and social media handles. Sona Plastics Limited. Come, let us treat you like a king.
Oh my God, before we went on break, we were discussing with Barrister Esther on spending wisely during this period. And I asked this question where family members feel entitled and then they book ahead even days before the Christmas telling you we are spending the Christmas with us. So how can you turn them down diplomatically?
Like I said, you let them know that what they think is possible is not possible. Sometimes you have to tell them that the amount of money they think you have, it may not be what it seems. You tell them, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And a really good one for women to do is my husband said no. My husband said we're doing this for the next 2 months and I need to save money. I watched my mother. Use my dad to get out of so many things because she didn't want to seem non-compliant to request, so she would say her husband says no, and she's very obedient, and so she doesn't want to. When in reality, she's not always that obedient anyway.
You're exposing your mother.
But when people are pressured to these things, then she switches to that. My husband says that's not really like we're not doing that. Yeah, then she gives that.
Oh my God.
All right.
Or your children, your children are also good at you want to know how much this team that this child is in is costing me now. She says she has to do dance team, or she says she has to do music team, and it's costing me this and this and this. Oh my God! But my child says she'll cry if I don't give it to her. And what people cannot expect you to prefer your children, your husband, to prefer them over your children. They cannot expect that, right? So you need to.
Okay, let's also bring in the society as it is. Where women are concerned, I have a problem concerning the timidity amongst women, because you're talking now because both of you are enlightened, both of you are exposed. Your mother is okay, and my late mother was.
My mother is just bossy.
My late mother knew how to put a stop to nonsense.
Yeah.
That's what she says. Yeah. She says it. But what about a lot of ladies that are timid? They are timid. They don't know what to do. Men cow them, into submission. What advice would you give them?
I think that you don't have to change who you are to be anything, to become anything. I think that like God will work out things for you as who you are. But I think that if they want to they should, trust themselves and trust that they have a right to respect themselves as much as somebody else has a right to respect themselves. So, they should speak up and I don't know, what advice do you guys have?
Right now,
I don't know if Nigerian women have a problem with timidity. Maybe Ghanaian women.
Coming up.
I think we are, because I hear that
we're coming out of the box. Yes, we are not. We are not more in that box, that position right
now.
But
a lot of ladies are there. Remember because when I started, I talked about cultural inhibitions. I talked about religious persuasions. I talked about social stratifications. And
so cultural inhibitions, your husband is always right.
Yes, all these affect a lot of women because instead of falling out with tradition or with religion or whatever, you have a tendency for the ladies to say, "Well, it's our marriage. Let's just keep, let's just keep keeping on, right?"
Do you think Nigerian women are timid though, on average?
Some are.
I don't think so. I think Nigerian women maybe Ghanaian women are timid. I think Nigerian women.
I come across a lot of women, different levels of society in different places. I
just think they are not maybe assertive about the right things. They are, I want to be able to party. I want to be able to do this. I want to see us do more meaningful things. I want us to be more assertive about teaming up together and doing stuff in politics and doing things like that. Things that mean something. So as opposed to just being assertive in a way that's like, I can go to club all night if I want, or I can do this if I want. Like there's useful assertiveness and there's useless assertiveness.
So
that's very important. Yeah. This point is absolutely important because it is a matter of priorities. You know, because of what is happening around the lady, she begins to veer off the inconsequential lane. But you're saying, no, get back.
Like telling your husband, I can wear whatever I like. I can go to a club even though I'm married. I can wear what I like. Like, that's not really useful. I mean, you can, I guess, if your husband is just going to stay home and watch TV and cry. But and you can stay club all night. But that's not really, that assertiveness is not really being put to good use.
So before we go, what are some alternatives to wise spending, like to avoid expensive spending instead of these? Can we go?
Yeah, definitely get cheaper versions of everything. You don't have to get stuff at the mall. Those people pay more at the mall, pay expensive price for their. Go get some, go to the market and bulk buying. Yeah.
Sometimes even the malls are cheaper.
Oh, that's
markets.
True. Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's just to weigh
compare the prices and buy bulk.
I think that's the bottom line. Compare prices. Again, don't go out to buy everything at once. We must have this. We must have that. We must have that.
Do without a lot
you should be able to say, can we get this now? And leave these. As the economy improves, we can get them.
Yeah. And it's not yielding to everything they ask for.
And those who are hosting, maybe they should team up to host. So you say, I don't want to pay for everything. I don't want everything, all the expense of hosting to come upon me. Do you want to team up and buy the turkey together? Do you want to team up and buy this together? I don't know if people want that.
Makes sense.
Or if you want to get turkey with your friends, you could like, okay, 4 of us, let's get a carton and
because a lot of times family members expect whatever family member is hosting is financially responsible for everything.
All right. Well, ladies, we can go on ad infinitum. But then, of course, we need to put this program to bed. It's been a pleasure talking with Vice Elizabeth Ayodele. And she's been able to say a few things to women and, of course, men as to how to manage within this wonderful period. Because things are hard. But when things are hard, should be a period where people should then use their common senses, where people should be able to say, okay, we can't go on doing this. Can we try this? Can we improve on this and so on and so forth? So, and you also need to thank Eriasa too. I mean, she contributed quite a lot to the discussion. And then, of course, I had Mrs. Gloria with us
welcomed her on board
earlier on, and then we welcomed her on board to this program, The Sunday Show. But if you did enjoy today's edition of the program, we'll be back again on Sunday, God willing, with another edition of the program. And let me now say this as it is. We also need you to sponsor this program. It's not a joke to put this program on air every Sunday. Somebody picks up the tab. So we would want you to come. The program needs quite a lot of things, but the most important thing it needs, it's you coming to partner with us on this program. I expect you Sunday. Right? Are you coming?
No.
See
you next Sunday.
Yes,
and
don't forget, I take chicken and wine. I take chicken and wine.
Yeah. So
make
Merry
sure you bring
Christmas. Enjoy the holidays.
Absolutely.
And remember to spend wisely.
Yes. Okay. My name is Chris Okwaranda. Then, like I normally say, this is a period you get into trouble. Avoid overeating, avoid over drinking, over dancing, over sleeping, over everything.
Yeah.
Do everything in moderation so that you could be
This
alive.
is the period to add those calories.
I still have tips. He gave me that. So try and eat healthily. All right. So on behalf of the production crew, the producer, and of course those behind the scene, let me say this today. May the cameraman from an yes. Of course, the management. These are wonderful people. We say Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah.
Eat in moderation. See you on Sunday. Bye for now.
Love is available. This special miracle is nothing without love. Let it show everywhere you go. Tell everyone you know. The reason for the season is your loving and your giving. My always bring us together. From every December, we pass you like never before. I'm a time of from December. So my life is better. We go gather. Glory to the newborn King. Kérésìmesì dé. Ìbànújẹ́ kò ní wọlé wá. So let your future down. I'm happy and never before. Can't go away. It's not always bring us together. Can't go away. It's not always bring us together. Oh yeah, left, right, totem all left, right, a dido to the left, right. Oh you be coming next, right. Oh yeah, papa yo, fashion yo, yeah, baby, kidano, Kérésìmesì to the Orankara, oh just a more. We know they use banga, they play.
Banga bagali, I want to be so but to be banga, it's a Christmas. It's a waka banga for the Christmas. Baby girl, somebody want.
Oh, will I do what today? Can let do our no carry.
I want to send special regard to mommy and daddy, brother Kamaru, passing brother to Tijani, Mr. Biliki, just got back from Germany, yeah, and everybody will come my party. Start to pay for this, start to make money. If you want to make a note, you pay for me. Whether you pay Miami, you pay for it. Sorry for the person who knows one. And you know, love is available. The special miracle is nothing without love. Let it show everywhere you go. Tell everyone you know. The reason for the season is your loving and your giving.
You want the best in music for entertainment.